Amateur astronomers have discovered a gigantic mysterious structure near the Andromeda galaxy. And the most interesting thing about it is that it was hiding in plain sight. No giant telescope or observatory has seen it in decades. The discovery was made using a backyard telescope and confirmed by professional astronomers. The Andromeda galaxy is moving towards us at a speed of about 110 kilometers per second. It's on a collision course with the Milky Way. The two giant galaxies are expected to merge in the next 5 billion years. Since the galactic halos might already be interacting, astronomers thought it was a result of the merger that is in its initial stages. But a close analysis of the structure shows things are not as simple as they seem. Such a giant gas cloud has never been seen before near a galaxy. So, what is it all about? How did the big telescopes miss it in the first place? Finally, and most importantly, why are astronomers unable to explain its origin so far? Andromeda is the nearest giant galaxy to the Milky Way. It's easily visible to the naked eye under perfectly dark skies. Its proximity makes it the most popular galactic target for astrophotographers. When a group of amateur astronomers imaged Andromeda, they found something unexpected in their pictures. Since Andromeda has been imaged multiple times by Earth-based observatories and even the Hubble Space Telescope, astronomers had assumed that the only thing left to discover would be small individual objects, such as nebulae inside the galaxy itself. But the team saw something completely unusual. They found a huge extended structure appearing almost as big as Andromeda itself. The structure was only visible through a special filter blocking all light except the blue-green glow emitted by doubly ionized oxygen. It means the light from oxygen ions that have lost 2 outer electrons. They reported this finding to professional astronomers. It was found that this emission feature had never been reported in the scientific literature. Even multi-wavelength image surveys, such as ROSAT in X-rays, GALAX in ultraviolet, Planck, IRAS in infrared, and SDSS in optical, had never reported any such emissions from this structure. The astronomers also considered and rejected the emission as an artifact caused by scattered light, internal reflections, image processing, or detector amplifier glow. This means they had found something new that no one had ever seen. The observations from 5 telescopes in France, California, and New Mexico further consolidated this discovery. The object is now named after the amateur astronomers, Stratner-Drechsler-Sainte Object 1, or SDSO-1. Now that the structure existence has been confirmed, the big question is that, what is it? Astronomers have looked at 4 possibilities, but a problem is associated with each. Since the structure lies adjacent to Andromeda, it could be related to the galaxy. The cloud is gently curved, as if it is bulging away from the galaxy. At present, there's no concrete evidence to support it's part of the Andromeda galaxy. But if that's the case, the cloud could be tens of thousands of light years long, making it one of Andromeda's largest coherent structures. So, if the cloud lies in the galactic halo, which is a roughly spherical collection of stars, it could be gas flung off by streams of stars there. However, there should be a tremendous amount of hydrogen around, and the problem is that observations have found none. So where is the missing hydrogen that must be associated with it? And if it's not gas flung off by a stellar stream, how did it form in the first place? As stated at the beginning of the video, Andromeda and Milky Way are on a collision course. They are just 2.3 million light-years apart. That's a small distance on the intergalactic scale. These two giants are so close to each other that their outer halos may have already started to interact. They could be bumping into each other as the two galaxies pass in space. Diffuse gas in the two galactic halos would compress on collision, forming a curved structure like the bow wave from a ship moving through water. But here's the problem with this hypothesis. If the cloud is indeed a byproduct of the galactic encounter, it should not appear so close to Andromeda. Instead, it should appear in the sky halfway between the two galaxies. In addition, this scenario would still not explain the lack of hydrogen. It's possible that SDSO-1 is a part of the Milky Way and apparently lies adjacent to Andromeda. Mid-sized dying stars eject their outer layers as a planetary nebula. The gas cast off these stars is rich in hydrogen and oxygen. The central star energizes the gas, and the planetary nebula appears bright in light emitted by both elements. But again, the lack of hydrogen in this gas cloud goes against this model. Astronomers also considered the hypothesis of SDSO-1 being a remnant of a star that exploded in the Milky Way. But then, it should be glowing in ultraviolet and radio waves. However, astronomers saw nothing coming from the cloud at any other wavelengths, including X-rays, visible and infrared light. The true nature and origin of SDSO-1 can only be known after astronomers obtain its spectrum. If the spectrum is blue-shifted to the same extent as Andromeda, then the gas cloud is a part of the galaxy and is approaching us at the same speed. But if it's moving more slowly, it's probably inside our own. The object is quite faint and requires very long exposures to spot. The total observation time in the discovery and confirmation images that used the doubly ionized oxygen filter was a staggering 160 hours. Professional observatories are designed to observe in a different way than amateur telescopes. When the 3.8-meter Canada-France-Hawaii telescope looked right at that spot, it saw nothing. Although it's a great telescope, it isn't designed to see something so big and faint in the sky. The discovery of SDSO-1 shows us that even though we have mapped the sky across the electromagnetic spectrum, there's much to explore. Who would have thought that a backyard telescope could discover something that even the most advanced telescopes and observatories could not see? This concludes the 43rd episode of the Sunday Discovery series. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos of the series.